look here, Trent. Other videos, thank you, blah, 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 for all the info. Thank you, you're welcome. Can you do a video on reverse brindle genetics and how to get them? I'd love to see a video on this. I don't know how to get a reverse brindle. And part of the problem is that we don't muck around with brindles very much, so we can't go the other way on this. I mean, I think reverse brindles are pretty. Exactly how you get a reverse brindle, I honestly don't know. The problem I suspect with this is that there's some other genetics going on there that you can't test for. And so it's going to be a tough one, I think. Anyway, but other people can chime in. Maybe somebody else will give us an answer that makes sense.
Can I go down May real quick while I'm here?
Sure. Kiroshiki says, I got a question. Heat starts on the 8th of November, first blood. Okay, so Kiroshiki is asking about when to breed. And I'm going to cut this short. So the last one she had was on the 25th. The 20th, the dog was a 3.31. So that'd be day 13, or day 12. And so you'd expect that to be getting close. On the 25th, she was 31 and a bit, and a chance some change. What would be the best day to start? So the answer to this is probably 2 days before that for a vaginal. The 23rd would have been about right. Or the 24th if you're going to do a surgical or a transcervical. There's a reply here, let's see what it says. 50 nanograms or anything over that is too late. Well, not exactly. I mean, a 15 is optimum for vaginal. The day after that is optimum for a surgical, and the numbers are going to be around a 25. So, you know, if you breed a day late on a vaginal on a 25, you may start to impact litter size, but you probably still get away with it. What temperature do you recommend setting the heat strip to? So 40 degrees centigrade, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Sounds warm, but it's really not. When you think about it, your body temperature is 98.5, not much different than 100 degrees. So, well, actually, what is body temperature? Yeah, 98.6. Oh, Mr. Sleeps. So I asked a question of people. I said merles can often have a red eye glow, regardless whether they're chocolate or not, but I didn't know if it's always true. And here's Mr. Sleep says, on the question about a merle having a red eye glow, my female bully merle does not have a red eye glow. So there you go. So it's not. So on merles, the red eye glow, unfortunately, doesn't mean much. Is the simple answer to that. It doesn't mean that that dog isn't or is chocolate or is merle or not. So there you go. Rachel Iverson thanks me for educating the community. You're welcome, Rachel. Javier Ricolado says, I bought 5 test kits. None of them worked.
What?
Took the puppy to the vet and Giardi. This was a waste of time and money. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with this, but you know, if it's not working.
Did you buy the test kits from us?
Well, probably, but either way, if you've got some problems with it, contact us and we'll sort it out. I did a thing on puppy scams. Somebody, how much should normal asking price range from? For Frenchies all over the place. I mean, literally. Yeah. So I'll give you a range here.
A scammer will be $800. I promise you that.
So here's a range. A brindle dog maybe as low as $1,500.
Yeah.
A cream dog and a fawn dog, $3,500. Blue dogs, $5,000. Blue and tan, $6,000. Lilacs, $8,000 to $12,000. Merles, more than that. And then if you get into fluffy platinums, $14,000 and above. Start getting into fluffies, fluffy carriers, 18, 20 grand. Full fluffies, $40,000 to $500,000. I mean, I know that number, that's crazy, but there's actually, right now, there are some pink fluffies, and they are called 1 million and 2 million. That's their names, because that is the price they're asking for those dogs.
Yeah,
now,
well,
I'm not sure
whatever.
They're getting those for it. I mean, I'm certainly not paying that kind of money for a dog.
No.
But the reality of it, but the truth of it is, there is somebody out there who thinks potentially that they want to get something between $1 and $2 million per puppy. So there's your range. That's the top end. What can you buy for $1 or $2 million? A really nice house, or a pink full fluffy,
or a super nice couple of cars.
Yes. Were you going in here for about?
Yeah. So just stay in here.
Yeah. You can just leave it. You can just turn it off. Just give me the keys.
Turn it off.
Yeah, turn it off. If I mate alerts, the colors.
Okay, you got the keys.
So somebody's talking about If I mate him with a brindle fawn or blue. So you didn't tell us what colour the dog is, so I can't really answer this question. So, but you did say that his mum is blue and the dad is fawn. Yeah, I can't answer this question. Oh, no, here it is. Okay, I have a spotted black and white pit bull. So that's the black part looks brindle. Well, I mean, you know, you got to know your genetics here, but let's just, I mean, this is, I'm going to leave this one alone. I got to know genetics. Without that, it's hard to answer that question in any meaningful manner. Sorry. What is the longest acceptable length for a French Bulldog tail? Yeah. Well, because it depends on how old the dog is, but let's just talk about a puppy. Yeah, don't want to see much tail. You want to see some tail. You don't want to see no tail, because that can cause problems with what's called an inverted tail. But you shouldn't see a tail that you can hardly get hold of it. So the tail is going to be, on a puppy, is going to be that kind of a size, a little nub. Now, when it gets bigger, the whole dog gets bigger, consequently the tail gets bigger, but it doesn't really get any longer. It might get fatter. So, you know, if you look at Kit, for instance, one of our dogs, and I think I showed a video of her recently, she just got bred, her tail, her nub of her tail is about that size right there. About like that. So that is way too much tail on a Frenchie. And so's that, way too much tail on a Frenchie. And now you're getting into the right range. So you want to see a little bit of tail back there. You don't want to see this inverted tail where there's actually a hole there where the tail's actually buried down the side, because that can produce a pocket that can be problems. Okay. What is the best kibble for a Frenchie? Someone recommended Victor Yukon River to me, mixed with Dime. I mean, this is all over the place, folks. I mean, we use, and we actually sell the product now. We like it so much. Life's Abundance. We like the product. It's certainly not, it's not an inexpensive food, but there are a lot of good quality French Bulldog foods. If you're buying something that's the equivalent price of Old Roy, I think you're probably getting the wrong stuff. But look, could a dog live on Old Roy? The stuff that you can buy it, the cheapest stuff you can possibly buy. I don't know what Old Roy is these days. It's probably 20 bucks for a 50-pound bag. Could you feed a dog on that successfully? Sure, it's probably a better diet than what you and I are eating, is the reality of it. But certainly, you know, things like coat and allergies, skin allergies, these kind of things can get better with better foods. But what's the best one? I don't know. My puppy only has one eye that glows red. Well, it might be a merle, so that could be a reason for that, because merles have got funny eyes. But if it's not a merle, it's only got one eye that glows red, it's probably just a fleeting red, and it's probably not chocolate. Okay. So this is Lydia and Quinn Fun World. So she's talking about a dog that has had a period for 3 weeks. So during the first 2 weeks, I did an AI for my dog about 3 times. And then she took a dog for a progesterone test. She found out that my dog was then dripping blood, and the vagina was swelling. Brought her to the vet, got a progesterone test, and it was 0.2. And it's been like 3 weeks of period. What do you think I should do? Well, okay. And then she asked about decent price on a progesterone machine. So let's just answer this question here at the end of this. So, all right, first thing is, if the dog's dripping red blood, you're probably early. And the only way to find out really on this is maybe the way the dog's behaving. That would be helpful. But progesterone test is the most accurate, most reliable way to do this. Recommend that you do a progesterone test about day 7 after you see your first drops of blood. And we sell the One-Fo Fine Care progesterone machine that I've been using for many years now, and I love the machine. And I think we're the largest distributor of that machine in the southern part of the United States. I've got lots and lots of people using the machine. We stock the machine every day of the week. We've got 10 to 50 machines in stock and a few hundred test kits in stock. So no, we can be your one-stop supplier for this stuff. Love the machine. The machines, by the time you've bought the machine and some test kits and a centrifuge and some shipping, you're around $3 grand to get all that together. The machine itself by itself is a little under 2,800 bucks. But that is the way to get it done right. Makes for better litters, bigger litters, more reliable C-sections. You know, so if you're going to be serious about this, go invest the money and buy it. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.